Welcome to Jill on Money, powered by The Compound. This is our first episode of doing live video chats with you guys. So much thanks goes to my friends over at The Compound who helped put this together. And of course, Mark for putting all the work in ahead of time. All I did was show up. So thank you so much for joining. And if you want to join us on the air live, you can always go to jillonmoney.com and click the Contact Us button. Mark, would you add something new so that people can say, yes, I want to be on video?
I haven't. Usually I'm just following up with the emailers and saying, hey, any interest in having your camera on?
No, you're going to have to put a little separate box in there. Like, do you want it? Like, if you're willing to come on and you will become famous. And that is what CT is doing, which is exciting.
But let's be clear. You don't have to come on camera to participate.
No, you don't have to, but it's so much more fun if you do. And also, I put makeup on today for this, okay?
So did I.
You look terrible. I didn't tell you something. You look terrible. Did you not shave for this?
Shaved yesterday. What are you talking about?
You got like a full beard already in a day.
That's called
it's
Italian.
Unbelievable.
No,
Jesus.
come on.
Take your
That's
hat
a lie.
off.
Anybody watching can see that's a lie.
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. All right. Let's get to this. So everything that we do lives on jillonmoney.com, and this YouTube channel is brand new and it's exciting and we're so grateful. Joining us today is CT. CT, where are you on the phone? Where are you on the line from?
Florida.
Florida? How's the weather?
We just had a frost advisory, so that wasn't why I moved here.
What brings you to us, man? What can we do for you? What's happening?
So I feel like I just kind of completed a reset at 35. And so I kind of want to do a little check-in and just get your take on things.
Sure. Tell us what's going on.
So I moved from the Midwest about 6 months ago. And it was just like I've never moved anywhere outside of probably a 20-mile radius. And I just felt called to the water. So that was what brought me here. And I feel like I'm supposed to be here, just kind of like a spiritual, soulful kind of thing. And so that all feels good, except there is a money component to life. And so I feel like I did this whole switch and this whole reset, yet I feel like it's kind of all been a wash because like I'm spending more in this, but I'm spending less in that. But then at the end of the day, it just all comes out in the wash. So I don't feel like I'm the typical like, oh, let me move here so I can downsize and save a bunch of money. So yeah.
So what do you do? Like you were able to do this. Just tell us a little bit about like your facts. You said you're 35. And are you working full time now?
Yeah. So 35, single, no kids, no debt. I run my own business remotely, a website design. So pretty much anywhere with an internet connection is good. And I kind of spent the last 2 years prior to the move to figure out kind of where that next spot would be. So it all felt right that way. But then it's like you're not really like in the fire until you actually do it. And so having to do all of that is like just been a whole brand new experience. I feel like I'm finally kind of getting my feet underneath me. But it's just a whole kind of a new thing and excited to move forward. But yeah, a little uncertainty too.
The most exciting thing that you've mentioned is website design, because Mark, I can tell right now, the first thing Mark was like, great, because the web queen blew us off. And now we got CT who can do all of our website crap. Wouldn't that be awesome?
What's your rate, CT?
Yeah, well, we'll talk after the show. Now, how much are you making now?
So I pay myself $6,500 a month.
Okay. And is that enough? Is that good? Like, how does that feel for you?
Yeah. So that does feel good. What I would say an interesting thing is that when I landed here, I went from I can never stick to a budget to actually, I think I'm okay. I just need to make sure that I'm bringing enough income in to be able to continue to pay myself the $6,500. I feel like there's so many things with entrepreneurship that people just think is like, oh, that's so cool. You can work in your pajamas. But like they don't know the other side of it, like that you have to pay quarterly taxes and health insurance. Like, oh my gosh, the amount that I'm paying in health insurance here compared to what I paid for, is crazy. So it's like trying to finagle all that together and make this all work. But yes, I would say my expenses are probably about $5,500 a month, which then gives me about $1,000 left over that I'm trying to use to fund Roth and HSA, and that's my goal every year is to completely fully fund those as I move forward. I've been doing it the last couple of years, but it's a big goal. I want to make sure I can keep doing that.
How much money do you have in the Roth so far?
I have $29,000 in Roth IRA.
Okay. And what about like plain old investment accounts? You got anything in just a brokerage account?
Yeah. So should I just run it down?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So I have 33 in an individual brokerage.
33,000, right? Not 33 million.
Correct.
All right.
29,000 in the Roth IRA.
Mm-hmm.
16 in the rollover IRA. So that was from prior employment.
Yep.
16 in a SEP IRA. So that's something that I set up recently. I have $2,000 in HSA. Like in my HSA, we recently put $8,000 into like an HSA brokerage to like do some investing, I guess, on that. This isn't my domain, but yeah, just to kind of try to have that work for me a little bit better.
What did you say? Wait, hold on a second. You said we. Who's we, Kimosabi? I thought you said you were single, no kids.
Sorry, I meant like financial planner.
Oh, all right. Okay. By the way, Mark, I see you're finally taking notes and paying attention now that we're on camera.
Well, you just don't see me usually. So this is my normal routine.
Taking notes. This is me taking notes. Okay. By the way. And yeah, he's got his calculator. Okay. So what about money in the bank, savings?
Yeah. So I have an emergency fund of 35,000.
That's great. And then what about, where are you living? You renting?
Yes, I rent. Yep.
Okay. And so that's all so I just got to run this down. So the emergency reserve 35, Roth 29, brokerage 33, rollover 16, 16 in the SEP IRA, the HSA just starting out with a few $1,000. Anything else that's out there?
No, that's about it. Yeah.
That's amazing. You're doing great. I feel like we're like, and what are the goals here? Like you moved to Florida, you blew off these Midwest winters. By the way, very bad move if you think about it because of climate change. You probably should have moved to like, I don't know, North Dakota or something.
Well, that's what people are saying, that now everybody's going to be moving to Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota.
Yeah, you're not doing that. So let me just be clear about the retirement contribution. You're using a SEP now and a Roth IRA or just the SEP?
Well, I have both. And I would say, I guess it's fully fund the Roth and the HSA every year. Then if I have leftover that I can invest, then put that into the SEP. So I would kind of like to do all three if possible each year. If it makes sense, if I have the ability to do so.
And you're feeling like after doing this big reset, and all this nonsense about like, this is why I hate budgets because I think they don't work. So I like the way that you're rolling because it's like, let me figure out what I need to live on and let me bring in that much money. Do you sense that you could bring in more money if you wanted to work more? Or do you feel like this is about like a nice pace for you?
I think I could always have more clients. Like I love what I do. So much so I would do it for free if money was no object. And that's not me just saying like the thing is I don't plan to retire. So like that R word, like I'm not going to work as much, I am when it's when I'm 75, but I like zero. I'm not going to just be sitting on the beach here, sipping bomb or eating bonbons. Like that's not my style. So I definitely just have that drive to continue to work and like make an income. And it's just, I don't know why I'm like a weird creature that way. I enjoy it. I really do.
I like that. That's how Mark feels, but not at all. It's similar. He says, "Oh, this is not work." I said, "Oh, it is work. Believe me, it's work." See, he's saying no. Mark, what else do you want to know about CT?
I was just going to ask regarding the SEP. Are you doing a Roth SEP or traditional?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
we want you to do Roth.
Yeah, you should be doing Roth.
Yeah, we would like it.
99% sure I am. Yeah.
And how about like, as you look forward, do you think renting, like what's your rent right now? Do you think that purchasing is something you want to do?
So I had a condo for a good amount of years. And what ended up happening was we were getting hit with special assessments of the yin yang. So home ownership has never appealed to me.
Ha! I love you.
I got the condo. I thought, hey, this is like a good in between. My parents always said it's better to buy than rent. That whole concept of it's great. I'm so new, or I'm so green to it. I don't really know everything that goes on behind the scenes. So now we start getting hit with these special assessments, and I'm like, wait a second, this isn't like an investment. Like you're just like, this isn't my forever home. So you're just kind of taking away from this quote unquote investment. Yeah. So literally within like a 30-day period, my entire mindset flipped from let's refinance this condo to let me just get the heck out of here and rent. And so I know exactly how much I'm paying. So that answers your question. It is about 30% of that 6,500, I am spending in rent, which is probably, you kind of don't want to be too much more than that. Although I am close to the beach, and that's really the reason why I moved, so that I could walk to the beach. So it's really like the whole combination is I have this lifestyle that I want to live, and like trying to keep that going with the business, and then obviously kind of change and evolve as needed. But I guess I'm really big on creating that lifestyle that you want to live, and then just, having the business or whatever else to kind of fund that. And so it's just like a different mindset. But
I love it.
I think you've done it. You took the leap, and here you are.
It's amazing. It's completely amazing. I mean, maybe the only bad thing being that you, I don't know if you have to root for Florida teams or your heart lies in the Midwest, but do you have family still in the Midwest?
Yeah.
And do you feel like anyone needs taking care of? Is that something that you think would fall to you, or not really?
Again, not at this time. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a financial planner. Like you're comfortable with that arrangement? Everything's going okay?
Yeah. My dad had passed in 2016, and so my mom is working with a firm that then got later bought out by a larger financial advisory company, or however you would say that. And so we were able to, my siblings and I are able to work with them. So I feel really good, and like we have a really good relationship with them. We were there with them before they got bought out, and we've kind of been able to keep that same advisor. So that does feel like a good fit.
Dude, I think you're killing it. I think you're doing a great job. I love that you decided to make this leap. I think that people are generally scared of doing this. And so you are obviously a little bit bolder than most, because you say, this is something I want to do, and you actually did it, but you did it responsibly. And I think that you're on track. It's a great thing that you're putting the money away. I love the idea that you're funding the Roth. If possible, let's just double check and see if that SEP IRA is a Roth. I know it's kind of a drag to be self-employed. I feel that way too. I'm like, it's like there are parts of it that suck. On the other hand, guess what? You're living the life you want to live, and it does get easier.
If there's anyone listening, CT, who's thinking of doing something similar, but maybe not quite as confident or scared, put off by something, what would you say?
I would say just to listen to your gut and your intuition, and follow that. I think too many people they might try to listen to it, but then there's 5,000 things that weigh them down and make them not make that leap. So that's truly all I've done. So I just listen, feel very in tune with myself, and it's like I'm here. I'm supposed to be here, or I'm here for a reason. And just trying to figure it out as I go. But yeah, that was kind of the driving force behind it all.
Did you have a lot of people telling you that you're nuts?
Yeah, I want to know what your friends and your family said.
Maybe behind the scenes they were saying that. But I think it's hard to relate, because I feel like I'm just kind of like living outside the box and kind of doing my own thing, which is just harder for people to grasp. And it's not that they're like judging that. It's just off their, perspective is just different.
Yeah. But what's interesting is we talk through this. The thing that allowed you to do this is also that until age 35, you lived responsibly. You didn't go nuts. You didn't accumulate a ton of debt. You're lucky that you don't have some, crazy amount of student loan debt that's outstanding. So all of those things afford you these opportunities. And I think that there's some aspect of this that's kind of interesting to me, which is the people who are lucky enough to even be in this position still don't make these choices. So as you say, you kind of have to be responsible to a point, but then you have to be able to act on it. And maybe, frankly, if you don't like it in 3 years, big deal. You'll move somewhere else. Come to New York. We'd love to have you. We have water here. We have an ocean here, and it's amazing. And it never gets to be 100 degrees in the water. So I encourage you to come here. What else can we help you with? Do you have, let me ask you a few, I know you're a single dude, but do we have some documents? You're far away from home. Do you have a will and a power of it? Who's going to take care of you if you get sick? Do we have to come down and give you chicken soup? What do we need to do to help you out?
No, I got that covered. When my dad was sick, we made sure that we had all those documents in place. And then after I moved, I got everything updated, so I am A-okay.
All right. Now, last question. Are you going to go back up to the Midwest for the holidays, or is everyone coming to Florida to be with you?
I'm going back up, but hopefully I don't freeze.
Oh, my God. You poor thing. All right, man. Keep us posted. Send us pictures of, are you surfing? What are you doing in that water? Are you swimming? You surfing? What are you doing?
I would say walk the beach, and it's exercise plus meditation at the same time. So it's the best of both worlds.
That's exactly what I say all the time. I walk my dogs on the beach and I say it's a walking meditation. So wish you all the best. Have a great December in Florida. Don't freeze in the Midwest. And thank you so much for being the first episode of our video conversations. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right. If you want to join Jill on Money, powered by The Compound, our brand new video chat channel, then all you have to do is go to jillonmoney.com and click the Contact Us button. Should I do my normal outro, Mark? You like that?
I think so, yeah.
All right, let's do it. By the way, everyone who's listening, here's the power of what I do. This is my script that I always have with me. This is for this show. This is for another show. I have everything here, So not to think that I memorize everything, but I always have it. Okay, so go to jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button if you want to come on. Don't forget that all of our content lives there. We have a free newsletter if we get more than a certain number of subscribers. How many subscribers to go, Mark? Do we need another 100?
Yeah, I think we're under 100 now.
We need 100 people to sign up for the free weekly newsletter, and Mark gets an extra $1,000 bonus for the holiday season. Daddy has to buy some new furniture for the new place. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to the Jill on Money live service. That's where you have access to quarterly live webinars and tons of great bonus content that lives behind our paywall. All right, leave us a rating on this. Leave us a rating. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us if you want to come on. Lift someone up. Do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next time.